இந்த இது பிளைண்ட் ஸ்பாட் குளிருதுங்க. Bring a chair. Bring a chair. Oh, ah. So you are having real class, huh? You need a bigger, huh? But it's not sitting in the floor. मौनव्याख्या प्रकटितपरब्रह्मतत्त्वं युवानं वरिशिष्टान् देवसत्ऋषिगणैः आवृतं ब्रह्मनिष्ठैः आचार्येन्द्रं करकलितचिन्मुद्रमानन्दमूर्तिं स्वात्मा रामं मुदितवदनं दक्षिणामूर्तिमीडे वटविटपि समीपे भूमिभागे निषण्णं सकलमुनिजनानां ज्ञानदातारमरादि त्रिभुवनगुरुमीशं दक्षिणामूर्तिदेवं जननमरणदुःखच्छेददक्षं नमामि चित्रं वडतरोर्मूले वृद्धा शिष्या गुरुर्युवा गुरोस्तु मौनं व्याख्यानं शिष्यास्तु छिन्नसंशयाः निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यं निजान्तर्गतं पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिर्भूतं यथा निद्रया यस्साक्षात्प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयम् श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः। इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये यजस्यान्तरिवाङ्कुरो जगदिदं प्राङ्निर्विकल्पं पुनः मायाकल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्र्यचित्रीकृतम् मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यभिमः योगीव यस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः। इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये यस्यैव स्फुरणं सदात्मकमसत् कल्पार्थकं भासते साक्षात् तत्त्वमसीति वेदवचसा यो बोधयत्याश्रितान् यत्साक्षात्करणात् भवेन्न पुनरावृत्तिर्भवाम्भोनिधौ तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः। इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नानाच्छिद्रघटोदरस्थितमा दीपप्रभाभास्वरं ध्यानं चक्षुरादिकरणद्वारा बहिस्पन्दते जानामीति तमेव भान्तम् अनुभात्येतः समस्तं जगत् तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः। इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये प्राणमपीन्द्रियाण्यपि चलां बुद्धिं च शून्यं विदुः स्त्रीबालान्धजडोपमास्त्वहमिति भ्रान्ताभृशं वादिनः मायाशक्तिविलासकल्पितमहा व्यामोहसंहारिणे तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः। इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये राहुग्रस्तदिवाकरेन्दुसदृश मायासमाच्छादनात् उपहंस सुषुप्तपुमान् प्रागत्स्वाप्समिति प्रबोधसमये प्रत्यभिज्ञायते तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः। इदं दक्षिणामूर्तये मल्यादिष्वपि जाग्रतादिषु तथा सर्वास्वस्थास्वपि व्यावृत्तास्वनुवर्तमानमहमित्यन्तः स्फुरन्तं सदा स्वात्मानं प्रकटीकरोति भजतां यो मुद्रया भद्रया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये विश्वं पश्यति कार्यकारणतया स्वस्वामि सम्बन्धतः शिष्याचार्यतया तथैव पितृपुत्राध्यात्मना भेदतः स्वप्ने जाग्रति वा य एष पुरुषः मायापरिभ्रामितः तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये भूरम्भास्य नलो निलुम्भरमहर्नाथो हिमांशुः पुमान् इत्याभाति चराचरात्मकमिदं यस्यैव मूर्त्यष्टकम् नान्यत्किञ्चन विद्यते विमृशतां यस्मात् परस्मात् विभो तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये सर्वात्मत्वमिति स्फुटीकृतमिदं यस्मादमुष्मिन्स्तवे तेनास्य श्रवणात् तदर्थमननात् ध्यानाच्च सङ्कीर्तनात् सर्वात्मत्वमभाविभूतिसहितं स्यादीश्वरत्वं स्वतः सिद्धेत्तत्पुनरष्टधा परिणतं च ऐश्वर्यमव्याहतम् ऐश्वर्यमव्याहतम्. We are on the 73rd verse, right?
Yes.
Yosti kalpita samvritya paramarthena nastyasau paratandrapi samvritya स्यान्नास्ति परमार्थतः. Gaudapada is summarizing the Vedantic teaching given in the Mandukya Upanishad. From 57th verse onwards, he has been presenting the Sara, that is Brahma Satyam, Jagad Mithya, Jivo Brahmaiva Na Para. This is the Vedanta Sara. He pointed out this in the 73rd verse. If anyone asks if the world originates from Brahman or not, our answer is depend upon the standpoint from which one is asking. And therefore, the Vedantic teaching will be clear only when the standpoint is remembered. When you look at the world from the standpoint of the body, from the standpoint of Vishwa, the waker, the world is very much real, and the world is capable of affecting the waker. And all the laws of karma will be relevant, and all the karma phalams are also will be relevant. Therefore, from the standpoint of Vishwa, that is Prathama Pada, which is otherwise called Vyavaharika Drishti, we will certainly say the world is born and it is real. But here in Vedanta, we are trying to look at the world from the standpoint of the Turiyam, which is different from Vishwa, Tejasa or Pratnya, which na Bahishpratnyam, na Antapratnyam, na Ubhayapratnyam, Pratnyanaghanam. From that Turiya Drishti, which is called Paramarthika Drishti, we say the world has not at all originated. Don't keep on telling to people there is no world. Like the dream world has not originated from the standpoint of the waker. And therefore Gaudapadacharya said, Kalpita Samvritya. The 73rd verse, Kalpita Samvritya. This world of duality is very much there from the standpoint of Kalpita Samvriti. Means Mithya Vyavahara. Samvriti means Samvriti means Vyavahara. It is a technical term used in this context. Normally, Samvriti means covering up. Here, Mithya Vyavahara is called covering up. And Kalpita means Mithya. Therefore, from the standpoint of Vyavaharika Drishti, the world is very much there. But from the standpoint of Paramarthika Drishti, Asau Nasti. Nastyasau, Asau Nasti. The world of duality is not at all there. Unfortunately, the normal people do not know the Paramarthika Drishti. Just as long as we are in dream, we do not know that it is a dream. But in the case of dream, we naturally wake up after some time. But from this Vyavahara, we will never wake up to Paramarthika Drishti. Therefore, moksha will not happen naturally. Ignorance never ends by itself. That's why Purushartha. Every object in creation has a natural death. Tree is born and one day it will die. Body is born and after some time it will perish. Even stars will explode at some time. Death will happen naturally. But there is only one exception to the rule. Avidya, Ajnanam. It requires Guru Upadesham, systematic study of scriptures. The lay people are ignorant of this fact. And Gaudapadacharya says not only the lay people, but the other Dvaita system of philosophy, even they do not have the Paramarthika Drishti because they don't rely on the Shastra. Sankhya philosophy is Tarka Pradhanam, not Shastra Pradhanam. Yoga philosophy is also Tarka Pradhanam. Nyaya philosophy, of course, is Tarka Pradhanam. Vaisheshika philosophy is Tarka Jaina philosophy is also Tarka Pradhanam. So none of them heavily depend upon Shastra. Only the Vedantins are Shastra Pradhanam. Purvavamsakara also, Karmakanda also, they accept Vedas. But we also use Tarka. Vedantin also use Tarka, but it is subservient to Shastra. For materialistic good, Tarka helps. But when it comes to spiritual understanding, Naisha Tarkena Matirapaniya, Kathopanishad said, that we have to come to the Shastra. Therefore, Paratantra Abhisamvritya. Paratantra Abhisamvritya, all other systems of philosophy. Dvaita Shastram other than Advaita. Samvritya, from their standpoint, what is that? Vyavaharika Drishti only. Dvaitis also have Vyavakarika Drishti. Therefore, they will never understand our teaching as our teaching is from the standpoint of Paramarthika Drishti. Not only they don't understand Paramarthika understand us, they will also misunderstand us. When I say the world is unreal, it is only from the standpoint of Turiyam. From body-mind standpoint, the world is real. This, they don't get it. They say, how do you say that? You say it is all mithya and get hungry, then you eat up to your tonsils. Isn't it food is real to you? That kind of question they ask. But who said food is real? Who said my eating is real? Therefore, Gaudapadacharya says, from the standpoint Anya Shastra Vyavahara, which is also Vyavaharika Drishti Syad, which is also very much real. But Paramarthataha na asti. From the Paramarthika Turiya Drishti, the world is not. This is conveyed in the 7th mantra of the Upanishad, Prapanchopashamam. That one word, a significant word which negates the world of duality. That is the 73rd verse. Now we have to understand the difference between Vedanta and other schools of thought. So then there will not be any comparison. Don't try to compare. It's not necessary because Vedanta is very sure and very clear. What is that? From the standpoint of Turiyam, the whole world is Maya. So that's why when you are looking from the standpoint of gold, all other forms are mithya. From the standpoint of the chain, it is there. We are not saying it is not there. But when you look at, if you have the gold vision, then when you look from that standpoint, what do you see? Only gold, nothing else. So, the whole creation we are not dismissing. We are saying it is Brahmamayam. Sarvam Brahmamayam Re Re. Sarvam Brahmamayam. Who said Sadashiva Brahmendra? Okay, 74. Ajakalpita samvritya Paramarthena napyajaha Paratantrabhinishpatyam Samritya jayate tusaha. Until now, we have been saying Turiyam is non-dual and it is free from birth and death, beyond Karya Karana, and therefore it is beyond time. Nirvikaram, beyond all modification. This is what Advaitins repeatedly say. Now Gaudapada Acharya says, really speaking, Brahman cannot be called Nirvikaram. Why? Brahman cannot be called Nirvikaram also because the very word Nirvikaram given to Brahman from Vyavaharika Drishti. And why do we say that? Because from Vyavaharika Drishti, people talk about Brahman as Karanam, means Savikaram. Karanam means Savikaram, subject to change. Vikaram means, modification. Parinama. This is called one Parinamavadis are there. Producing the effect. Parinama means modification. Milk modified itself to curd. So Bhagavan was there before, now he modified himself to become the world. So Bhagavan is lost completely. The problem, Parinamavadis have got this problem because they cannot have moksha. Because once you modify, you can't go back. Milk cannot go back, curd cannot go back to milk. Isn't it? That is a problem. So, you also feel cold, eh? I also feel cold. Didn't bring my shawl. That's why. I feel better. Now, from Vyavaharika angle, they are looking upon Brahman as Savikaram. We are forced to negate the wrong notion by using the word Nirvikaram. It becomes a relative term, isn't it? Why Brahman is Nirvikaram? It is not Savikaram. And that's how we have to say. From Paramarthika Drishti, since Savikaram itself is not there, we need not use the word Nirvikaram. Only when the ignorant person uses the word Savikaram, I have to define Brahman as Nirvikaram. When the ignorance is gone, when the word Savikaram is negated, thereafter we will not use the word Nirvikaram at all. Similarly, from Vyavaharika Drishti, people talk about Brahman as Sagunam, and because they are committing the mistake, I have to use the word Nirgunam Brahma. Once you have negated Sagunam, so this discussion is there in all Puranas, you see. Itihasad also, Ramayana also it is there. Is it Bhagavan is Saguna or Nirguna? Eh? Is both. When you are both, you cannot say this or that, you see. Once you have negated Sagunam, then the word Nirgunam Brahman also become irrelevant. Every definition of Brahman is given from the standpoint of Vyavaharika misconception. Vyavaharika misconception. Once the misconceptions are gone, we will withdraw all the definition of Brahman. That's why Mauna Vyakya. Keep quiet. That's the best. Don't say anything. Anything you say. That's why Jnanadev Maharaj said the word Brahman is so pure that that word Brahman itself is not enough to explain that. Because people talk about mortality, I have to talk about Brahman as immortal. Because of their ignorance, they see modification, therefore Vedanta has to talk about changelessness. So too, Karya Karana Vilakshanam. Karya Karana Vilakshanam Param Brahma Tattvamasi Bhavayatmani. In Viveka Chudamani. Even the word Jnanam is understandable from the Vyavaharika Achetana Vastu. Paramarthika Drishti, even the word Chaitanyam is irrelevant. See, every word he is negating now. Because this, see, the Shastra, study of Shastra, what it does to us is that we should understand. Otherwise, we think that is all a hair-splitting argument. Because every word has got a limitation. A word, when it is uttered, immediately we form a concept in the mind. Now, Shastra's point of view is what? Shastra's purpose is what? Remove all concepts. And make the mind so tight that he can't move here or there. He has to accept it. We have to see things as is. Otherwise, Mahavakya will not be understood. When teacher said Tattvam Asi, you are that, when you say, there are so many things there. One is you. That itself is a problem. What is you? Body, mind, intellect, complex. Up to ego. That is, we consider it is you. But that is not what the Shastra says. If suppose you say you are that, so our body, mind, complex is that means Paramatma. Paramatma means what? Sarvashaktiman, Sarvavyapi, omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent. It is a contradiction, isn't it? So such a contradictory statement, how can the Shastra gives? So Shastra's vision is totally different. Now for that what you have to have faith in Shastra. Otherwise this sentence will not make sense to us. So the Shastra must be true, because it has apaurusheyam. It has not come from a given intellect. It has come from the Lord Himself. What is that? In 4th chapter, Bhagavan said, Vivaswan manave praha manurukshvagave pravid. What is the first line? Imam vivasvate. Evam parampara praptam sakale negamata yogo nashta parantapa. Yogaha nashtaha parantapa. So, see, the teaching has come from whom? Bhagavan. Narayanam Padmabhuvam Vasishtam Shaktincha Tatputra Parasharamcha Vyasam Shukam Gaudapadam Mahantam Govinda Yogindra Madhasya Sishyam Tam Totakam Vartikaramanyad Asmat Gurun Santatamanatosmi. Guru Parampara. So Narayana is the origin. Then from Narayana to Brahmaji. It is not that the rishis, generally they say that the rishis sat in meditation, then they got revealed. That means it is a result of meditation. It is not that. Narayana taught Brahmaji. Brahmaji taught Vasishta. Vasishta taught to his son Shakti. Shakti taught to Parashara. Parashara taught to Vyasa. Vyasa taught to Shuka. And between Shuka Maharshi and Gaudabadacharya, there is a lot of time gap. Isn't it? So, Shuka Maharshi was in what? Dwapara Yuga. And Gaudabadacharya, Gaudadesham. Bengal. He was a Bengali. So, in Kali Yuga, that also, think about it, Shankara's time, 800 years ago, then Govinda Bhagadacharya, you add another 50 years maybe, then another 50 years, 100 years, let us say. So 900 years only. So it looks like very recent. Yeah. So that means what? This Shuka Maharshi, he was alive. He is there. He is Chiranjeevi here. Then from Shuka Maharshi, Gaudabadacharya is what? Karika only we are reading. Then Govinda Bhagatpadacharya, his disciple is Shankaracharya. And Shankaracharya's main 4 disciples, Sureshwaracharya, Padmabhada, Astamalaka, Todakacharya. These are the 4 main disciples. And all acharyas, now you see, they are all one of the parampara. So, Shastra standpoint is, that is what we are telling. All the word that is used as limitation. Limitation in the sense, our buddhi's limitation. Our buddhi forms a concept. So Shastra's job is to remove the concept. So that is why here it says, even the word jnanam is understandable from the Vyavaharika Achetana Vastu. So, Paramarthika Drishti, even the word Chaitanyam is irrelevant. That is why someone said, upon the earth we can talk about daytime, because we have got the experience of night. Suppose you transport yourself to sun, which is not possible. Where is the days? Where is the day and night difference? Always day. You travel with sun. Why you have to go that far? Even in North Pole, I think they say 6 months are day. Think about people living there; they can't sleep.
They
Huh?
have curtains like that.
Oh, I see.
Alaska and all, that's how they have.
Uh-huh. Oh, anybody been there? You went? How does you feel?
So at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock is sunset in the night, and by 2:30 is sunrise. Even between that 1.5 2 hours, it is still like twilight zone, it is like. So without that, we can't sleep.
Do people sleep?
Yeah, yes, sir. We are tired after all the hiking and all. But vegetables, Swamiji, like cabbage is this big. So much sunlight, it doesn't know what to do. It just keeps growing, right? One cabbage will be like this big.
But then what about the other 6 months?
Oh, then they don't get much vegetables at all. That's the
All dark?
yeah, it's very dark.
No sunrise at all?
I don't think so. It will be the other way around. Yeah. Very little, yeah.
So they are always sleeping.
Actually, the funny thing, Swamiji, I spoke with some localites there. She showed me a picture of snow, but they don't have any snow days. We have snow days in school here. Snow was piled up till their roof. So every time there is like foot of snow, 2 feet of snow, they'll just make an opening, just the driveway is open. Everywhere else it's like a wall of snow. But they don't have snow days, they know how to live with that. So summer they will do the summer job, so they earn money for tourism and all that. The school here is like during the winter.
Good. You have to start an ashram there now.
They are not coming. See, here only we need jacket.
So, therefore, from Paramarthika Drishti, the definition of Brahman, silence. Amatra Chaturthaha. That word Turiyam, the fourth one, is only from the standpoint of Prathama, Titiya, Tritiya. This is what is said here, Kalpita Samvritya Ajaha. Birthless or eternal only from the standpoint of Vyavaharika Drishti. Kalpita is equal to Mithya. Samvriti is equal to Vyavaharam. Means Mithya Vyavaharika Drishtya. From Paramarthena, Paramarthika Drishti, Napi Ajaha. It cannot be even called eternal. Paratantra api nispatya samvritya. From the empirical angle, which angle is resorted to the other systems of philosophy. All Dvaita Shastras saha jayate. They look upon Brahman or God subject to change, modification. Therefore, Vedanta has to say free from modification. This verse is similar to the second chapter, 33rd verse. There he says Brahman cannot even be called Advaitam. Advaitam we understand opposite of Dvaitam. Dvaitam word itself is not there. Where is Advaitam? Continuing. Abhutapinivesosti dvayam tatra na vidyate dvaya bhavam sabuddhaiva nirnimitto na jayate. Now, with the previous verse, the topic of Vedanta Sara summarization of the Upanishad teaching is over. Which started from the 57th verse. So 57 to 74 was a summary of Vedanta. Now from this verse 75 to 86, Gaudapada talks about the human problem. He is coming down to our level now. So far he is always in Turiya. What is the problem of human being and what is the cause of human suffering? When the teaching happened to be that we are all blissful Brahman. Vedanta says you are Ananda Swarupaha, Nitya, Purna, Shuddha, Janma, Rahita, all that. That being the fact, according to the Upanishad, how come we successfully suffer samsara? This is an interesting topic, right? There can be only one reason, which is called avidya or maya. Now the question is, why did this ignorance come to me? I never asked for it. You cannot ask that question because ignorance never came. Because avidya is anadi, which is mithya. Because of this anadi avidya, I have fallen without falling. What is this avidya? Falling without falling. Just like in dream, we lose all our money without losing anything. $100 bill is still in the pocket. Child is comfortably sleeping on the lap of mother, but dreams he got separated from mother. Because of ignorance, there is misconception. And when we act in the world all the time it become more and more real. We read, you remember long time ago we read that story of Narada Moha Prasangam. Yeah, Balakand. In Balakand. Ah, all these are very good examples. Narada felt that he conquered anger. That little ego developed. And Bhagavan want to correct it. So he went back. He suddenly saw Bhagavan's Maya, beautiful city, and a king, palace, and lot of festivities going on. He was curious. He went there. And there was a king sitting there. He came, oh, Bharatji, you have come? No. Please bless my daughter, Vishwamohini. And Narada, she came and prostrated. He looked at her, he lost in her completely. Then the king said, Bharatji, please bless her. Oh, and he said, the one who marry her will be equivalent to Bhagavan. He's thinking about himself. And he gave a lightning to all to Bhagavan. He knew that in his get-up, she will not marry him. So he wanted to change his. So plastic surgery will take time. There's no time there. So I said, Bhagavan, I have a problem. I fell in love with this girl. Now I want to marry her, only her. So I want your form. Please make me look like me. Look like you. Okay. Then what happened? Bhagavan said, whatever is good for you, I will do. Then what happened? Hari. Hari. Hari has got two meanings. One is monkey, another is Hari. Hari's face, that also Bhagavan was compassionate. Only that girl can see him as monkey face. Others were looking at Narada only. See Bhagavan's Maya. She came, Narada was very proud that she will marry him only. Very sure. But then that line of kings was sitting there. When he saw him, the monkey face, she left that line also. She did not even look at. Then to invite her attention, he stood up and made some noise and all that. She looked at him and again went away. Now down these Shivaganas were sitting behind. They could see him as monkey. They started laughing. Why are you laughing? जाके चेहरा देखो, आईने में देखो जाके. Somebody asking you to go and look at your face in the mirror, that is an insult, see. So he went and looked at it, then he realized. Then he came back to this this sabha. She already married Bhagavan. Bhagavan was sitting there. She recognized her Lord, married. And he got so angry with Bhagavan. He cursed. Sarva Tatantra. You are such a independent, nobody is above you. You think that you can do whatever you want. Today I will curse you. Curse in that may you become an ordinary king. Bhagavan, Triloki Nath, becoming ordinary king is an insult. Not only that, you made me the monkey face. You will have to take help of monkeys only. Okay? Since you separated her from me, you separated my wife from me. Because Naradaji already married, see. You also will become separate from her. So Bhagavan said, any more? No, I can think only this much. All Maya disappeared. Vishwamohini also disappeared. Only Bhagavan is standing there, Narada. Then he realized, oh Bhagavan, what did I do? Please remove all these cackers, etc. Bhagavan said, no, it is okay. Then look at Narada in Kishkinda Gandam. Bhagavan was sitting in the forest. That time he came. He asked the same question. Why did you not get married? Allow me to get married. And Bhagavan has to tell him, Narada, you are not meant for marriage. Not everybody can get married. Some people are okay, some people cannot get married. They don't have the guts. They are scared. They are scared to get married. It is a gamble, na? Kaun milega, kya hoga? What will happen? So many boys are there, out there, 40, still not out. Why? Yeah. Still, why scared? I don't know. Who will I get? What will happen? I think today's situation, we have to have some workshop for the parents. How to deal with the teenagers. Otherwise, because most of the problem is the parents, which they don't know. They themselves don't know. That's why communication gap, so many issues are, and they are not honest with the parents. They pretend that they are very goody and all that, but it is not. This problem is there now, very big. The psychology of the children, psychology of the parents, these are to be matched. I will think about it. Should have some workshop. Okay. All right, coming back to the point. What is that? Yes, because of ignorance there is misconception, and when we act in the world all the time, it becomes more and more real. The more I get involved in it, the more it becomes real, like a horror movie. When we see it, you get frightened. You know it is a movie, still you get frightened, isn't it? If local movie can do it, then what to talk about the Lord's, the cosmic director's movie, which is called Vyavaharika movie. It is called movie because it moves you. Even the Pratibhasika movie itself makes you shed tears. What to talk about Vyavaharika movie? Therefore, obsession with the Mithya Prapancha is the cause of problem. We have to break this obsession. Gaudavadacharya uses a beautiful word, abhinivesha. Abhinivesha means obsession. If the doctors say there is a possibility of a tumor and we have to do a biopsy, it is not necessary to be cancer, but we start worrying what will happen. If I have to take chemo and who will look after my child, and after 3 days the report comes, no cancer. What a relief. Now what affects him? The non-existent cancer. How can a non-existent cancer affect? That is the glory of avidya. Think about it. See, Vedanta is not telling you something that is not applicable to your life. These are all happening. It is not something that is cooked up. Thus, one has to get out of this rut and watch what is this drama. How long it will take. It is like if you have hammered a nail into a wooden piece, it will take 10 times effort to pull it out. This ignorance has come from Anadi Kalam. As we have been thinking, I am father, husband, wife, sister, brother, etc., it is all imagination. Now look at the verse. Dvayam tatra na vidyate. There is no duality at all. In the ultimate Brahman, there is no duality at all. Born out of Brahman, existing in Brahman, or dissolving into Brahman. Then what is there? Abhuta abhinivesha. There is only a very, very strong obsessive notion regarding a duality. There is a notion of duality which is abhutam, which is really not existent. You are going all over hitting your head to remove the samsara, which is really not there. Then how to remove it? Only with understanding that it is not there. Dvaya abhavam saha buddhva. It is only a matter of knowledge. Guru will tell you, he will show you the mirror of Shastra, Shastra Darpanam. Saha, that obsessed person, buddhva, has to know. It is knowing alone, dvaya abhavam, absence of duality. And understand in Vedanta, Dvaitam means samsara. Dvaitati bhayam bhavati. 24 teacher story. Don't remember? Go back to the lower grades now.
That's one chapter of my month. That and Krishna Krishna everywhere. Those two are pretty.
24 teachers. One teacher is what? That girl. Hmm? Bangle. Removed all other bangle, only one. Only one never made noise. So, Dvaitati bhayam bhavati. Dvaya bhavam. Absence of duality. Quality means, duality means time and space. Dual means time and space. In Sushupti, there is no duality. There is no time, space also. Therefore, duality and time go together. Once time comes, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, all caused by time. The misery of old age is also caused by time. Kala. What is Kala? Time. This cannot be avoided as we are in Dvaitam. Therefore, Dvaitam is equal to samsara. Therefore, Dvaita abhava means samsara abhava. What is to be known is I am Turiyaha, and therefore Nirnimittaha. And after knowledge, there is no cause for samsara. Once knowledge comes, ignorance goes away, then obsession and samsara all goes away. Nirnimittaha means without the cause of ignorance, and also ignorance-based obsession. Na jayate, that jnani no more reborn. In fact, for him, the word rebirth is meaningless because the word rebirth is only when there is birth. When you are na jayate mriyate va katachit na yam bhutva bhavita vaya bhuyah ajo nityashashvatoyam puranaha nahanyate hanyamane sharire. Bhagavan has said everything in Gita, okay? Therefore, the solution for samsara is buddhva jnanam prapya. To abhinivesha is, see, if you call someone a fool continuously, then what happened? You may believe in that. So that's why children, the parents sometimes they, hey, pagale. So pagal ho jayega wo. So that's why the English method is good. You are an angel. Say that, then he'll become an angel. It's how you use it. So that's why in Christianity you are all sinners. Poor thing, they believe in that. That is why the whole religion is based on that. They survive. 10% of your income is to be given to God. Otherwise you will be condemned to hell. But if I tell that to the Hindu fellows, Swamiji, I will see you there.
Another birth to redeem.
Eh?
Yeah, another birth to redeem, Swamiji. They have only one birth.
That's a problem. There's anxiety, for things. I don't know how they sustain that faith. But they have something good, tremendous faith. And the missionaries make sure that your faith is. All intelligent people fall for it. Continuing. 76th. Yadana lapate hetu uttamadama madhyaman tadana jayate chittam hetva bhave phalam kutah. So the same topic, ignorance is the cause of samsara. Knowledge is the only solution or remedy. Now this is a statement you must have heard many times, right? It's not something new. But you have to reflect upon the word ignorance. What is ignorance?
Not knowing my real nature.
Yes. Is it a thing or it is a thought? It's a thought. Now, since it is a thought, how can we remove that thought? Ramakrishna Paramahansa used to give an example. Suppose you are walking in the jungle, a thorn has gone into your soul. What do? Take another thorn and remove the thorn and throw both. Hmm? That is also thought. Thoughtless thought. See, every thought has got a corresponding object, right? Brahman became an object of your thought. Think. Once he became an object of your thought, what happened? Brahman became limited. Condition हो जाएगा वो बेचारा. So even not thought. So here, now, and once the fact is not known, misconception comes. The mind wildly imagines. It makes the mistake of taking himself to be Vishwa, Taijasa or Pratnya. See the samsara tree. Ajnanam causes dehabhimanam. Dehabhimanam makes me karta. Karta produces karma. And karma produces karma phalam. Karma phalam produces janma. And Gaudapadacharya says the phalam is threefold. Uttama, Madhyama, Athama. Uttama means sattva. Madhyama means rajas. And Athama is tamas. Higher, medium and lower. Higher karma phala means that which take me to higher lokas. Devata shariram, Gandharva, Kinnara, Yaksha, Devatas, Brahmaloka, all those things. Lower karma phalas means which will take me to lower lokas. Lower lokas are what? Animal, birds, tiryank. Animal, birds, etc. That's called lower yonis. They are also jivas, you see. Suddenly those people are becoming so compassionate towards cats and dogs. But they don't worry about the turkeys they are killing or chicken they are eating, KFC. Goat, cows, beef. What do you call that? Steak. So they are also jivas. They are killing. Have you seen a cow who is taken to a slaughterhouse? Wow, what pathetic look. Medium karma means human birth. Rajas. Because of this Trivida Phalam, Trivida Janmas also take place. And in the next Janma, if the listeners, if he listens to Mandukya Karika, he will be saved. Don't think that we will not become animal and all that, please. That is also, that there was a great saint, Gurudev's Guru, Chattambi Swamigal in Kerala. He used to converse with the animals. He knew their language. One day he came out of the house and saw a bull was carrying some big load. He could not carry that, so what happened? It fell down and died. No, it fell, it was struggling actually, it was struggling. And it broke his leg and he fell down. And he went and patted that bull. I don't know what he talked. And he called immediately the neighbor. And he said, you see, this man in your family, there was an old man who owes some money to somebody. And he died, he did not pay. So you please go and pay that money to that man. He will be released. This bull has come. That soul is taken the birth of a bull. And when they went and paid that money, what happened? The bull died. He got released from that body. These are 20th century stories. It's not like Dwapara Yuga or Satya Yuga stories, no. So all because of ignorance. This ignorance word you have to understand, okay? Because whatever explanation you give, you never get it. See, you can only explain to some extent, but this finally you have to understand yourself. Once that word ignorance is understood at jnanam, you get more clarity in Vedanta. So the whole problem is there. Start thinking about it. Then one day you feel, that's what it is. Reka. So all because of ignorance. What should an intelligent person do? He should find time for Vedanta. Jnani doesn't identify with his karma. That is said here, Uttama Athama Madhyaman Hetu Lepate. Jnani who comes to know that I am the Turiyam, na labhate, he does not find what hetu, cause for these threefold cause of punarjanma, madhyama, uttama, athama ityadi. Tada chittam na jayate. The Jivatma who recognizes I am Turiyam, hetu abhave phalam kutaha. When the cause is not there, how can there be effect? So ignorance, once you address that, once you understand what is ignorance, ignorance is no more a problem. Even when you see the world, there is no world. It is only an abhasa. The nature of unborn mind is Brahmasvarupa. That's why Ramana Maharshi said, Layakatam puna bhavati no mrutam. Layakatam manaha punaha bhavati. Now mrtaha. No mritam. No is there, na-u. Mritam. That which is died, destroyed. Now, how to destroy the mind, he doesn't say. He doesn't say there. That we have to come to Shastra, you see. Destruction of mind we saw in Mandukya. Amani bhavaha, isn't it? Destruction of mind, what? Mind is false. Mithyatva drishti is the destruction. Let it be there, but you don't have to destroy it. See, you are watching a movie, you don't have to switch off the TV. You watch, but understand it is a movie, that is all. When your husband is getting angry with you and giving you gali, not only to you, to your whole khandan. What you have to understand? Exactly. Your teenage child is scolding you. Your teenage child is getting angry with you. And you don't know anything what is going on. What do you say, looking at how this ignorance is working? Enjoy it. See, that's the beauty of Vedanta. Okay. Om Purnamata Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Hari